Chaos at Lily and Kane's re-wedding party before Kane's appearance, young and the Restless spoilers. The lights of the Grand Phoenix ballroom glimmered like champagne bubbles, casting a golden glow over the pristine white and rose decor. Crystal chandeliers swayed gently above the crowd, while waiters floated between the guests with trays of sparkling drinks. The air was thick with the scent of lilies, Lily's favorite flower, carefully arranged in elaborate centerpieces. It was supposed to be a perfect evening. After years of ups and downs, betrayals, reconciliations, and second chances, Lily Winters and Kane Ashby were finally ready to say, "I do," again. Genoa City's elite had gathered to witness their fresh start. But if there was one thing life in this town had taught everyone, it was that peace never lasted long. The anticipation before Kane arrives. Lily stood near the edge of the dance floor, radiant in an ivory gown that shimmered as she moved. Her hair was swept up in a sleek chignon, her makeup perfectly done, but her eyes darted toward the entrance every few seconds. Kane was late. Devin, her protective older brother, noticed her worry. "Relax," he said with a reassuring smile. "Maybe he's just caught in traffic or maybe he's avoiding this entirely," Billy Abbott interrupted, strolling up with a glass of whiskey in hand. His tone was half joking, half serious. "We all know Kane's history. The man isn't exactly punctual when there's commitment involved." "Billy," Lily hissed, though she couldn't deny the knot forming in her stomach. The first signs of trouble. The murmurs began slowly, like ripples in a pond. A text alert here, a whispered conversation there. Abby Newman, ever the hostess, tried to keep things calm, but her expression betrayed her unease. Then, an uninvited guest made her entrance, Juliet Helton's cousin, Emily, a face unfamiliar to most in the room. She wore a sharp red dress and a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. Walking straight up to Lily, she extended her hand. "Congratulations," Emily said sweetly, before leaning in close so only Lily could hear. "You might want to check your groom's whereabouts. He wasn't where he was supposed to be an hour ago." Lily's breath caught. "What are you talking about?" Emily only smirked and melted into the crowd, leaving Lily shaken. Devin takes action. Devin didn't like seeing his sister rattled. He stepped outside to make a few calls, determined to find Kane. As he stood in the cool night air, his phone buzzed with a message from a private contact: "You might want to stop the wedding. He's with her." Devin frowned, his mind racing. Her could mean anyone: his sister's rival, an old flame, or worse, someone tied to one of Kane's past scandals. Inside, the tension was growing. The band had been instructed to keep playing, but guests were whispering louder now. Billy adds fuel to the fire. Billy, never one to shy away from stirring trouble, made a casual toast. "Here's to love, wherever it may be hiding." The chuckles from a few tables didn't hide the awkward glances being exchanged. Lily shot him a glare that could freeze the chandeliers mid-swing, but it was too late, the mood had shifted. The mysterious phone call. Moments later, Lily's phone rang. She stepped away from the crowd to answer. The voice on the other end was deep, urgent, and unfamiliar. "If you want Kane to make it to your wedding alive, don't hang up," the caller said. Her heart pounded. "Who is this? Where's Kane?" But the line went dead. She turned, scanning the room for Devin, but he was still outside. Abby caught Lily's panicked expression and quickly ushered her to a quieter corner. "What happened?" Abby whispered. Lily hesitated. "I think Kane's in trouble." The chaos erupts. Before Abby could respond, the ballroom doors flew open. Two men, clearly not part of the guest list, stormed in. They were looking for someone, and it wasn't Kane. One of them barked at the crowd, demanding to know if the briefcase had been delivered. Security rushed forward, but in the confusion, someone knocked over a table. Champagne flutes shattered, and a floral arrangement tumbled to the floor. Guests scrambled, some shielding their children, others filming the entire scene on their phones. Devin rushed back in, grabbing Lily's arm. "We have to get you somewhere safe. I just got word. Kane was seen heading toward the old warehouse district. The warehouse district? Lily's voice broke. That's exactly where no one should be on their wedding day, Devin finished grimly. A surprising alley steps in. Just as security was escorting the intruders out, a familiar figure entered, Jill Abbott, Kane's longtime confidant and sometimes critic. She marched straight to Lily. "Don't panic," Jill said firmly. "I've spoken to Kane. He's fine. But he's not coming here until he handles something important." "What could possibly be more important than this wedding?" Lily demanded. Jill's eyes darkened. "Someone's blackmailing him. And if he doesn't settle it tonight, it could destroy more than just this marriage, it could destroy you too." The whisper that changed everything. The band had stopped playing. Guests were restless, whispering about everything from runaway grooms to criminal plots. Lily, meanwhile, stood frozen as Jill leaned in and whispered the name of the blackmailer. Lily's gasp was audible to anyone within 5 feet. "That's not possible," she said, shaking her head. "She's supposed to be dead." Jill gave a grim nod. "Apparently not." The cliffhanger. Devin insisted on driving Lily to the warehouse district to find Kane, but before they could leave, a text popped up on Lily's phone, a photo of Kane, tied to a chair, his expression tense but defiant. The caption read, "Make your choice. The truth or the wedding." Lily's eyes filled with tears. She looked at Devin, her voice trembling. "If I go after him, there might not be a wedding. But if I stay, I might lose him forever." The ballroom was still buzzing, unaware of the full danger lurking beyond its doors. Abby tried to keep guests entertained, Billy ordered another drink, and Jill disappeared to make more calls. Outside, the night air felt heavy, like a storm about to break. And somewhere in the shadows of Genoa City, Kane Ashby's fate hung in the balance, while his